Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Aiyeesha and this is Vlogmas day 23. In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about all the lessons that I've learned this year. It's my 30th year of life, so there's that too. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, definitely stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe to I am Aiyeesha and turn on your notification bells because I've been participating in Vlogmas this year, posting daily for 25 days straight, and now we're getting to the end, so I have created a whole Vlogmas playlist. Be sure to check it out at the end of this video, and yeah, you just don't want to miss out, so stay tuned and join the fam. Okay, so I've come on camera today with no makeup because my skin definitely needs a break, and also my eye, look at my eye, I've got a sty up there. So this happened a couple days ago. I don't know, it must be from, you know, the stress that I've put my body through and like lack of sleep sometimes. But recently, yeah, if you watch my videos, you know. So I thought, because I had been crying, that my eyes, I thought that's why, but then it started to hurt. So there's definitely a sty going on in there. So anyway, I need to give my skin a break, so we're doing no makeup today. I've literally just put brow gel on to set my brows in place. They need doing soon, and lip liner and lip balm, and that is it. My hair's done, my skin's moisturized, so I feel a bit decent. I feel decent. But yeah, let's just get into the video. If you see me looking down, it's because I've made a list of things on my phone. So yeah, as I said in the introduction, I'm sharing all of the lessons that I learned this year, being 30 years old in 2024. So yeah, the first thing on my list, it's in no particular order again, but the first thing on my list that I have wrote down that I've realized this year is that me right now, the life that I live, this is the most free that I will be. So enjoy the present moment. Obviously I'm 30 now, so I am getting on, and I'm thinking about my life in the near future as well, like 2 to 3 years, have children, all of that stuff. And currently I don't really have any major responsibilities. Like, I've realized that I'm more free than I realized, so I need to enjoy my life as it is and make the most of it while I have it like this. Because yeah, actually, like I said, I don't have any major responsibilities. I'm single, I don't have no children, I still live at home with my parents, so I'm okay, and I need to make the most of it and enjoy it. And that's definitely something I realized this year. And yeah, like my life in the near future, 2 to 3 years, that time, you know, having children, it's gonna be so like fruitful, but it's gonna be a challenge, and that's not something that I have to deal with right now. So while I have this life that I have, I may as well make the most of it, travel more, just make the most of it and have these good experiences while I am able to. Okay, the next thing that I have learnt this year is that I need to get out of my own way. I get in my way, I do self-sabotage, and when I say that, I'm mainly talking about my career. Like, I've made a whole video on self-sabotage. Yeah, I've realized that sometimes I like just get in my own way and like block my blessings sometimes, and now that I'm fully aware of it, it's not something I'm going to keep on doing anymore. I've been like looking at the patterns over the years since I graduated, you know, being at a performing arts school, graduating in professional dance and musical theatre. It's not an easy industry to be in anyway, but yeah, I've just looked at the patterns and looked at how things have gone, and yes, I have had good opportunities since I've graduated, but it hasn't been easy, and at the same time I haven't been able to make it a full-time thing. Like, it's still a part-time situation. But I have progressed. I definitely have progressed, especially this year. Like, I've done some really good things since I signed with my new agency, but it's because I've been sitting in a humble energy, and it's like, I know what I'm capable of, but I didn't know how to confidently show that, because like, I know that I have it, but I just humbled it down because I know that I'm so good at certain things. I've said this before, but when I know that I'm extremely good and talented at something, I sometimes humble the energy because I don't know how to handle being famous. I don't know how to handle being so good at something and everyone like all the attention being on me. So I humble it down to make other people feel better, to make other people feel like if they're not able to do that, I will humble myself down to make them feel better. When no, I just need to snap out of that humble energy, own my shit, step into my power, and be what I need to be confidently. So yeah, definitely something I've realized, and definitely something I am stepping out of and stepping into, is my power and using it more. So with that said, another thing that I've come to realize this year is that I need to create my own opportunities rather than waiting for whoever else to present them to me. And that's kind of why I started my YouTube channel as well. Like I said, you know, I'm a dancer, performer, all of that. However, some of the experiences that I've had have not been, especially being a dancer, you're always in the background, and I'm tired of being in the background. So create my own YouTube channel and make it all about me. Do you know what I mean? Instead of waiting for people to present opportunities to you, you have to create your own and see how that goes. And yeah, I like it here. I'm still, you know, a small content creator. Like, my channel isn't massive, but it's definitely grown since I've been doing Vlogmas, and I'm here for it. I'm here for putting myself first. I'm here for creating my own opportunities, and I like that for me. I think I mentioned this before in the previous point, but it's like, I know what I'm capable of. I'm gonna create and present myself and showcase myself in the way that I want to be seen, and then the other people see what I'm like, what I'm rocking with, and then they can find the opportunities that align with who I am. The next thing on my list is I've learned to love and accept myself in all of my forms, and I really do love myself. I really do. I really do love myself. I love the relationship that I have with myself. I love who I am. I love how I look. I love my personality. I love everything about me. And obviously I have insecurities, but I don't like play into them. I accept them because I'm only human. And yeah, that's why I come on my YouTube with makeup on, without makeup on, when I'm crying, when I'm upset, when I'm happy. You guys will see me in all shapes and forms. I am Aiyeesha. This is me. Here I am. Hello. Say hi in the comments. I'll say hi back. Welcome. And this goes for like my body. Like I've really like fallen in love with my body this year. Like, at the start of the year, I wasn't happy with how I looked. I wasn't. And last year I wasn't really happy with how my body was looking. I think I was dealing with a bit of inflammation, and maybe it's a mixture of like PCOS on top of stress. And I was watching Hailey Gamber's weight loss transformation, and I kind of like took on some of her tips. I wasn't on a weight loss journey, because I haven't really lost weight. Like, the scales still stay the same, but I just feel like I've transformed it, and like I do feel like I've lost weight, and it might have just moved. I might have gained a bit more muscle than I did at the start of the year. But yeah, I feel really good. I feel like my face looks snatched. Anyway, I just feel good about my body, and I feel like I have lost weight, even though the scales are not really saying that much. I've dropped a few pounds, but it's nothing major. But I just really like how I'm looking and feeling in my body these days. But at the same time, when I wasn't feeling good about my body, I didn't love myself any less. It was just something that I was unhappy with. So yeah, I did try to make some conscious changes to get rid of that and sort out whatever it was. Because I mentioned this before, but obviously my birthday is in January, and at the start of the year in January I wasn't liking how I looked in my birthday dress. Like my stomach looked, in my eyes I looked pregnant, and there's like people who would say, no, you look fine, like, oh my gosh, no, you look fine. But I know what my body used to look like, and obviously you shouldn't compare your body to, like, you know, when you were younger and but when you know something's wrong in your body, you know. And yeah, my stomach feels much more flatter now than it did before. Okay, moving on to the next thing that I have learned this year is that when you pour into yourself and when you give love to yourself and when you put yourself first, life just feels good. Like, I, especially since doing coming back onto YouTube and doing all of these videos, I feel like I'm kind of giving myself therapy through all the things that I talk about. Because like self-analysis and then spreading that and sharing it to bring positivity and to help us grow and learn and all of that stuff. But I feel like when you give love to yourself, the universe and the Lord will reward you for it, and life will feel so much better. Like, my life this year has felt way better than it did last year. Despite any downs that I've had, I still think this year has been really good, and it's because of how I've gone about it and how I've chosen to change certain patterns and put myself first. So yeah, that's the lesson that I've learned, that when you put yourself first, when you love yourself, when you take care of yourself and all of the rest of it, in your little world, in your own little universe, things will get better. Alright, so the next thing that I have written down is that I have more clarity and direction for how my life is going to go. And that's something that I struggled with. That's something I struggled with a lot in my 20s, because it's like, I don't know how my life's gonna, I don't know when I'm gonna have children, I don't know this, that. We never know. And we shouldn't stress over that. That's why you got to live in the present moment, like I said in my first point. But in this case, this is particularly around my career. Like, I definitely feel like I know what I'm doing now, and I know what I want to do and where I want to go and how to present myself. And I'm glad that I feel that way now at my 30 years of age. It's taken me some time, but I know the direction that I'm going in, and I know how to present myself. I know what I want, and I'm gonna go for it. So I'm really excited about 2025. There's certain things in my life, in my personal life, that I don't know how it's gonna happen now, but it's not something I'm gonna dwell on, because what's the point? You don't know. So all you can do is do what you know and focus on that. Focus on bettering yourself, your health, your wealth, your mind, your getting your money up for you, all of that stuff. That's like, I'm choosing to focus on what I know, not what I don't know. And with that said, expect the unexpected, because life throws the curveballs in there, and if you don't expect it, it will throw you off. It will throw you off. So you'll never know what's around the corner. But I guess it's all about how you deal with it and the mindset that you have when life throws these curveballs at you. Moving on to my next point is that I've realized, or I've learned, that I'm not alone. First of all, that I'm not alone. I don't need to fight my battles alone, and that I have support, and that I'm allowed to ask for help, and I'm learning how to accept the help, because that's something I struggled with, and that also the Lord is with me to help me and guide me and support me through everything. It's not like I forgot, it's just that I never really gave gave it that much attention. Like I never really gave it that much focus that the Lord is in my life and he's here to help me. And I can lean on him. And he's showing me that I can ask for help and I will be supported when I'm open to it. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. It doesn't make you weak for accepting help and all of that stuff. So yeah, learn to ask for help. Learning to ask for help and learning to accept it and remembering that God is present in my life. The next thing that I have on my list, the lesson that I've learned this year, is that people say it all the time, but so much can change in a year. And I used to like, when people used to say that, I used to be like, yeah, well, my life is pretty much the same and da-da-da-da and blah, blah, blah. But remember I realized that I self-sabotage and all of that stuff, and certain patterns in my life have been the same because I haven't changed them. But when you allow yourself to be open to change, change will happen. And that's what I've learned. That, and I only really realized this when I looked back at I think it was an old conversation with someone, or it was like my journal. I've been journaling this year, random thoughts to release. Like whenever I feel like I need to write something out, I just go with it. And I think I was reading back certain things and I was like, oh wow, like my mind has actually, that is just funny how things change. And I saw a post about this on Instagram the other day that literally said the same thing. I'm going to try and find it. Okay, I found it. It says, you really don't know how much your life has changed until you read your journal or look at your older pictures. It says, I'll continue to gift myself these experiences because they always make me feel so full. And it's true. Like, that's why I feel like take your pictures, write things down. It's just nice to look back at things. And it's also, sometimes you don't realize how much you've changed until you look back. So that's one thing I've realized, is that life can change if you allow it to. I have been quite closed off to certain things in my life as a way of like protecting myself, and I've just been more open to receiving, basically more open to receiving greatness into my life and seeing how my life can transform once I'm open to receive. So with turning 30, when I was 29, I was stressed. I was going like, I didn't know, like I was going crazy about turning 30. I was quite stressed because I was like, I'm 29, I still live at home with my family, I'm single, about to be 30. I really didn't think my life was gonna be like this at this age. Everyone knows, everyone gets scared about turning 30, and I was in that boat. But now that I'm 30 and I'm at the end of being 30, because I'm going to be 31 in 2 weeks, I like it here. There's like a beauty in growing older. I like who I am. I like this mature. I feel like I've always been quite mature, but I haven't always known certain things. And now I feel like I know. Obviously I don't know everything, but I feel like where I'm at, I definitely know myself. Like I'm definitely self-assured at 30 years old. Obviously, like I said, there's always room for improvement, but I like it here. I like this version of me, and it's so exciting to know that things are only gonna get better. I'm only gonna get better. Like, I'm in my prime. I'm actually, like, I know myself. I know how to present myself. I know how to articulate myself. You know, like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing, like, all those things that I mentioned about, you know, being single still and not having children yet, and it's because I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I gotta live my life, and I'm just getting started. And regardless of if the eggs are like, you know, the, what do you call it, whatever, the clock is ticking, that's a whole nother thing. And I'm sure when I'm ready to have children, it will happen for me. That's not something I'm gonna stress or worry about at the moment, because I know that I've got so much more things to do before I step into motherhood. Like, first of all, for myself, I just want to travel more. have more life experiences, so that I can say I've lived my own life before I have children. But second of all, I know that there's some good things coming. There's some good things coming that I need to do first. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I like being 30. I enjoyed being 30. My 30th year of life was good. It was a good one. It was a big turnaround from last year. Not that last year was awful. I just know how I felt last year. Like, I just wasn't, health-wise, I just didn't feel good. A lot of stress on my body. I feel so much more better this year. Which takes me on to the next thing, is just believing that I can do certain things. And it's not like I didn't know I couldn't do certain things before. It's just I would stress, or like I would worry about how things would happen, when now that's not really my focus. It's just like believing I can, making some steps, and then letting the universal magic happen. I feel like some of these are kind of flowing into each other, but it doesn't matter. They're not like specific points. It's just things that I've learned and realized since turning 30, towards my tail end of being 30. So specifically like these last couple of months, I've just been like, my vision has been, and I don't mean like my physical like vision, I just mean like I've been seeing life through different lenses. It's like I'm looking at, it's hard to explain, and maybe I'll have to do another video on this, but it's just having different perspectives on life and seeing myself differently, and seeing how people actually see me and how I actually see people. And yeah, it's not, that wasn't very specific, but I know what I mean, and when I'm able to articulate that better, I'll do another video on it separately. But yeah, next thing on my list is just like being the light. Yeah, it's just like not giving in to like other people's low vibrational energy. Sometimes it's easy to match that energy when you're around it, and just, but if you know that you can like be the light, and if you know you can do better, then be better and be that light in the darkness that you might be around, like your environments and stuff. If you know you can choose to be happy, then choose to be happy, you know? It's hard obviously, because when you're upset or like when you're feeling down, you're just feeling down. But I guess another lesson that I've learned is that you can choose to be happy, and that's what I'm choosing to do. And I'm getting myself back to feeling happy again. It's okay to have your moments. We are human, but as I always say, don't stay down. Just pick yourself up and keep on going. And I'm gonna say that wraps it up for this video. All of the lessons that I've learned this year in 2024, being a 30-year-old woman. Yeah, I like it here, but I'm excited for 31. I'm very I feel like 2025 is gonna be so good for me. It's gonna be my best year to date, and I really feel that, and I'm putting it out there shamelessly, boldly, confidently. I really feel that for myself, and I'm proud of myself. I like this little journey that I'm on. I'm gonna keep on keeping on and inspire you guys to do the same. So if you are new and you're watching this video, welcome. Go and check out the rest of my videos. I do a lot of different things on here, but all in all, it's all a part of my world. I share my stories of how I'm growing up and the lessons that I've learned, and being a woman and the industry that I'm in, being a performer, and confidence and self-care, a little bit of everything. So yeah, join the family, and I will see you tomorrow for another video, which will be Vlogmas day 24. Stay tuned for that, and don't forget to love yourself, be yourself always, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.